Stan, here we are in the man cave still. So what is this? This is a Yugoslavian, a Yugo M59 85. It weighs 1.5 kilograms, 3.3 pounds, and it was in service from 1959 to the year 2000. Now I've seen a lot of these on YouTube. They are probably, well, they are still, the classed as military surplus nowadays, but I'm glad I've got it in part of my collection. I'll explain why. People do say, oh, it's based on the German style helmet. I'm sure someone said Tito had a hand in design. I'm not sure about whether Tito did. He was the dictator ruler of Yugoslavia. But I've just been reading something there. So it was inspired by the Spanish M34, and it sort of makes sense. The Spanish M34 is not the M40, M42 that I did in a recent video. A bit more flared out at the sides. And this is sort of a cropped down version of. So, yeah. Influenced or inspired by the Spanish M34. The liner is a copy of the riddle system, the M1, seeing there. For those who are teeth in today, who are very aware of that. Now, originally, these helmets will have had the red star on the front. Now, obviously, for those who know, most of us, the Yugoslav wars of the early 90s, it became, the red star was scratched off, and there was decals or stickers of whoever, because I mean basically the Yugoslavian army, big reserve, big army, people. There's the Yugoslav wars were obviously civil war, so they just went into the army stores and got whatever they were getting, whether it was Croats or Bosnians, whatever. I'm not going to go too much into that, but they all had the similar equipment, or the same equipment, so they just had to stick their own sticker or decal. And when you do see these on military surplus sites or eBay, they can have all sorts on. They can have red stars, they have Croatian stickers, police stickers, all sorts of things. So this is an M59 85. There is an M59 helmet, and the difference is, it's hard to tell because I've only got this one, but basically the M59 has a more sloped down back. That's so when you're wearing this, it's trimmed down, so when you're prone, the prone position, it doesn't dig in your neck. They developed the M85, a Kevlar helmet, after this, which is the same, exactly the same, but just thicker, obviously made of Kevlar. So, I mean, I don't want to go too much into the history of the Yugoslavia, but basically, you know, Tito was a dictator. It was a communist country, but it wasn't part of the Warsaw Pact. I can't remember when Tito died, but it took a few years, and the country basically turned in on itself, factions, religions, and all sorts of carry on, and it turned into a civil war. And again, a book that I've read and passed on to somebody, an account of what happened in certain areas of the former Yugoslavia, and terrible, really, neighbour turning against neighbour. In Australia, when I lived out there, I actually had a drink with a guy who, him and his brother, had went back into Yugoslavia, and they were Croats, and they went and fought for the Croatian cause. So yeah, very sad time in European history. Civilians always pay the price. So let's have a look at this helmet. So if you look at the front, where's my pen again? I keep losing my pen. It's my pointer today. Unprofessional crap as always. Right, so okay. If you can see there, maybe I should have turned the flash off. There's a heart. Someone scratched a heart in where the red star used to be. You see it? And on the side, it says, there you go, Ilic 005. I don't think there's any more soldier graffiti on there. You see like the riveted Spotwell construction. It does actually fit still on the stand. Focus. It is a light, compact helmet. And inside, I don't think there's any soldier graffiti. No date stamps. But it's quite a thing. I think you can go on YouTube and see footage of people fighting in the Yugoslavian wars wearing these helmets. So out of all the helmets I have, this is probably one of the ones that's arguably, a good chance it's seen more horrors than other bits of equipment I've got. So yeah, I mean, it's probably a time. It's something to think about with what else is going on in Europe now that these sort of, you know, Europe has not been at peace since the end of the Second World War, really, when you think about it. So anyway, don't go too much into that. Should you collect one? In my opinion, we all know that I like a bit of Cold War stuff, and it isn't like a high-end collectible. But as I said in my videos yesterday, you've got to remember these things are finite. They don't make them anymore. They're not shipping them out anymore. What's 25, 30 pound now, which is probably what they go for. I'm unsure. I've had this one a few years. Tomorrow might be 50 or 60, and the trend seems to be that military dealers seem to be closing. There's two gone this in the last year, and these places aren't selling. You're relying on eBay. I don't know. Me personally, yeah, great stuff. I like it. Probably wouldn't get another one, although if the price was right, if I saw one cheaper than 20 quid, probably maybe pick one up with another decal on the front. But that's your, I'm rattling on a Spanish Yugoslavian M59 85. I think you'd be hard pushed to find an M59 and recognise it for what it is, simply because you hold them up against each other on I think it was Brendan's helmets again, and you can see the difference when they're held up against each other, but on their own, I don't know. But they are a nice compact helmet and a relic of the Cold War and beyond. So, that's Stan. I hope you enjoy your St. George's Day, whatever you do. I'm just going to keep an ear out of the way, and I'll see you.